Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Infra. This is episode 8, chapter 3, map 4. Actually, map 4 started a little bit further down that tunnel. On our raft ride, we beached the raft here, just the right place so that Mark doesn't drown in this stream here. And we have arrived here at this Bergmann Hammer Valley Hydro joint project called the Bergmann Hydroelectric Power Plant. Flood doors seem to be stuck on this side. Thinks it's flooded. So let's take a hike up here and see what we can do. And this catwalk is broken. Right. Made it. Another busted flood door. But this one is kind of stuck half open, so we can get through there. Alright. Come out through this side. And it looks like there is some roof that's missing. So we'll come back out there here in a few moments. Let's take a look into the inside first.
That's 3 packs of camera batteries.
For those of you keeping score at home, this is a new recording session. We got a new version of this piece of something. It's way better. They is referring to this control box here, which we can't use because the generators are not turned on. But this is a re-recording. The first time through, I had to keep going around and looking for stuff and taking alternate pathways and then going too far, then taking the alternate to go back into the other one. So we're trying this more clean target. Trying this more clean path here. See if this flows better than the other recording. Wish there's a document down there on that thing. These are notes from 1993. The last one there says that they're closing this place down. And it's also complaining about Robin. And then on the right page, it's complaining about... So apparently Eric had written plenty of instructions for Robin, but he just ignored everything as always. I have no doubt that the accident with G2 that sent Eric to the hospital was caused by Robin's idiocy. He's always breaking stuff and ignoring safety regulations. Now he's upset and even more dangerous after I confronted him about my suspicions. They're definitely closing this place down soon. I'm just glad I won't have to put up with Robin's reckless behavior anymore.
Interesting.
Accident with the generator? Hammer Valley Hydro. Hydroelectricity is the energy of the future. Yeah, as long as you have sufficient water moving nearby. Alright. In here, just a bathroom. Tranquil little painting there. And I think there are camera batteries in here.
4 packs of camera batteries.
Eric was injured yesterday because something went wrong with generator G2. Parts of the ceiling collapsed over Eric. He's in the hospital now. We should have we could have fixed G2, but they're closing this place down permanently. Don't turn on generator G2.
Fascinating.
Okay. Through this door, and we're back outside here. That catwalk there is obviously broken, and it looks too far to jump across. There's also an elevator and a flow meter over there. Maybe we'll get to there from the bottom. Looks like that flood door there is open. Key box with some keys labeled gate. This area appears to be roofing and upper story challenged.
A geocache.
So this has obviously not been maintained. And there's our buddy Merika, who we met in the Bergmann tunnel. That long, endless hallway with the heavy breathing and stuff. And I think that's everything we can see here. So there's a door labeled exit. So let's just go upstairs and get out of here. And wait. Well, that's not good. That's supposed to be the staircase going up to the surface, and it seems to have collapsed. Alright, well, since there's nowhere else to go, let's go down. Some beer cans, beer bottles, and mushrooms for some really bizarre reason. This is Stahlberg, after all. And this appears to be the generator room. And there appears to be a gaping hole in the ceiling. Now, what did it say? Make sure to start G2? Let's not start G2. Let's just take a picture of the hole in the ceiling instead. And move on. One, three. Now, G2 is not turned on here, so that means this isn't going to work. So we have to find this generator override panel. Now it thinks that all four are lit up.
That should do it.
And we have lights. And another crazy tape.
When I founded my company, I was sure that it would be successful. But when we started building the Two Gorges Dam, problems started to appear. We didn't have much money, and the project was very expensive. I did my best to reduce the cost. Damage had already been done. Then Stahlberg Steel went bankrupt. It was one of my company's major clients. After that, our revenue shrunk to almost nothing. Eventually, I had no choice but to sell the company. I was about to close the deal with the man who could have been able to save the company, but he backed out at the last minute. My only option was to sell the company to Jeff Walter, the man whose last 2 business acquisitions had resulted in bankruptcy. Of course, I had my doubts about the acquisition, but I figured it would be better than nothing. Little did I know that it would lead to such an unsafe living environment, and ultimately the death of many innocents, including my wife and only child. Now that coward is out there, hiding somewhere. I'm going to find him and make him taste his own medicine.
Intriguing.
Not good. Hartman has definitely gone a little bit crazy. So if we look here, we see, among other things, an infra box and an orange box too. We keep seeing this cardboard box full of stuff laying around. Same box with same cardboard box with the same stuff in it. I'm sure I don't have to point out the reference to the orange box, which is what Half-Life and Half-Life 2 and Portal shipped in, if I remember correctly. Raise your hand if you didn't
Someone should get that fixed.
see that coming. Okay. So now that we have the generator turned back on, that control panel all the way upstairs should be working. So let's pop up there and see what it can control.
Five packs of batteries left.
Alright, now this thing is lit up. If we go under settings, we can go to red button for flood doors, and we can turn all the lights green. If we go under warnings, we can reset all the flood doors. Now they're all showing green. So we should be able to... That one's still busted. But we can now get out this door B3. Which, if you recall, is right where we started, but there's also this B2 across the courtyard here. That might be interesting. It might be the way out. We're sort of step right through the foliage. And there's some of them green glowing mushrooms and a cave-in, both of which are very good signs. Robin, I just found our green mushrooms in a book. They're actually pretty well documented, and weirdly enough, Stahlberg is pretty much the only place where they can grow. They were actually first discovered while building this tunnel. Now the sewers and other underground places are full of these very poisonous mushrooms. They're known to cause hallucinations, strange behavior, or even death. That's right, hallucinations. I'm grabbing as many of these as I can possibly carry. Eric.
Interesting.
Okay. So I think that if I was the workers' comp inspector, I'd say, well, both Robin and Eric were high on mushrooms, on these magic green glowing shrooms, and therefore we ain't gonna compensate. you guys need to get yourself a drug testing program. But I'm sure that's just an isolated incident to here, and that's not an endemic problem in all of Stahlberg's utilities. Okay. So if we go this direction, we end up with our first choice, and this is a side path here, whether we want to go through the flood door or if you found the key to this gate. I think I'm going to do both, if I remember. The tunnel is closed. A new water tunnel is under construction. Keep out. Yeah, I don't follow signs.
Three packs left.
There's a hole in the ceiling. Peer onto this pipe. Yeah, I don't remember if I finished my thought or not, but basically this is a re-recording because the first recording through was complete disaster because I kept going the wrong way, and then almost finished it, and then went back and took an alternate path in this part of the game, part of this level. So this is being recorded after I've finished the last level. Alright, so we put the fuse that we find in the locker into the fuse box, and this switch here now opens this door, and we can go this way, and we can see a red light on that door down there, so I'm not going to take the time to go down that way. We end up here in this room. Right. But that's not the only way to get here. I'm going to show the other direction, even though I'll probably regret it here in a moment. So if we go back, I wanted to go this way so I can unlock that door. Because we're going to need to go in there here in a few minutes. And I'm caught in the terrain, can't figure out how to get to the pipe. Alright, now that Mark can stand up, we can move at a reasonable pace. And I love this part of the game so much. It's platforming with limited headroom.
Still 4 packs left.
Luckily, there's a quick save button. And if I could get the hold of the rights to Yakety Sax, I would definitely make this a time-lapse thing with Yakety Sax. Because that keeps happening. And I got nudged off by this rock overhang, so I'm going to have to duck around this corner here. And normally if you step on the end of a board like this, unless it's bolted down, and these don't appear to be bolted down, you tip the board up and you get hit with the board on your way into the water. Right? Right. And this one here I hate, this jump. Not that one. There we go, that was easy. Or is this the one that I hate? I think you have to land on that metal outcropping there. Which is really convenient. And we're on the land. And there's much rejoicing. Alright. And that's all caved in there, so that's useless. Come in here. And this door is... we open this door here. And we have ourselves a pack of camera batteries.
4 packs of camera batteries.
And with all these red cups in the wall and ceiling, I think they're doing blasting in here. And if we look through here, we can see that there's some kind of stuff going on there. And a place to put a stick of dynamite. And also these rocks have some extra crack lines in them. Maybe you're supposed to pretend you don't see that. So let's just chuck a stick of dynamite in there and hope for the best. Hey, I need you to bring me some dynamite from the tunnel excavation site. Don't ask why. Hartman didn't tell me, either. He seems to be on the right track about Xander Berg's whereabouts, though. So let's just do what he says. After you bring me the dynamite, Hartman wants you to get back to spying on Max Collar. He might know where Jeff Walter is. Sooner or later, he will meet up with Walter. Don't worry, we'll be able to pay you more when everything is done. Kleinman.
Intriguing.
Okay. That gets you an achievement called Demolitionist.
I have 5 packs of camera batteries now.
Blowing up the hole in the wall there. Is there any other pictures I need to take in this room here before we go? I think that is all of them. And there's the gate we came through earlier. And we're going to go through here. And this place looks like it's seen better days. So let's just see what kind of photographs we need to take from here. Which will want that fuse here in a few minutes. There's a door over there and a door over here on this side. They both go to the same place. And you can get to that same place either way. I just want to show you both paths here. And this is one of those decisions that I made halfway through and decided to go the other way And then I've gotten almost to the end of the level. Alright, so we come up here, and fairly easy to get on this catwalk along the edge here. And while I'm up here, I'm going to take a picture of this catwalk.
That's not good.
What is wrong with the catwalks in this town? They seriously need to fire their catwalk manufacturers and or installers. So you can get up here onto this scaffolding here and very carefully walk across. It's making nice, reassuring creaking noises.
Careful now.
Now notice there's only one board here instead of the two we've been having, so I'm sure that will not pose any problems at all. And we come in here, and this is that green room that we could see from the other side. Okay. The alternate way involves the other side, other pathway there. So let's take this fuse and go back the way we came. And this is why I went through the gate first, because this way you don't have to go back through the hopping on the little scaffolding along the edge of the tunnel. That fuse operates the electric lock on this door down here, which brings us into this room here, which is just the other side of that same construction area. See if I get any pictures from over here before we... There's all tarps.
I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that.
I think that's the busted scaffolding. Alright. So to parkour this side, we want to get up there. So we need to get on the next level up of this thing. There are unfortunately no boxes laying around on this side, but there is this handy dandy lift crane thing. Almost went into the water there. Right, and we get up here to this. And I'm trying to remember how exactly I did this. Right. Jump across onto this pipe here. Take a picture from up here, this angle. Right, and now we're on this catwalk here. which of course goes to the broken one. Still think they need to replace their catwalk manufacturers because they're all defective in this town.
Three packs left.
And that brings us into the same room here.
4 packs of flashlight batteries.
Stahlberg Times, Tuesday, 26th May of 1979. Stahlberg Times. DC-10 crashes in Chicago. That's American Airlines Flight 191, it looks like. Something illegible, something irrelevant. Bergmann Group begins work on the new freshwater tunnel. Europe's leading underground construction specialist starts boring work of the tunnel. The tunnel system will provide Stahlberg with fresh water and house multiple hydroelectric power plants. Completion is expected in 1983. Swiss-based Bergmann Group has started the work on Stahlberg's new freshwater tunnel system. The new tunnel will run from Ilanka to a new waterworks plant under the city center and will feed enough fresh water from Lake Stahlberg to fulfill all demand in the Stahlberg city area. This new tunnel will fix all the water-related problems in the city, says Eric Kleinman, CEO of the Bergmann Group. The new tunnel will also house several hydroelectric power plants built by Hammer Valley Hydro, a Stahlberg-based hydroelectric company operating Hammer Valley and Two Gorges dams. Green War. The new tunnel is a mistake. The tunnel will cause multiple problems. The water level of Lake Stahlberg will drop noticeably. The groundwater along the tunnel's path will be affected, which might have serious consequences, says Green War spokesperson Daniela Gulbis. Green War has opposed the tunnel project right from the beginning, instead proposing that Stahlberg should build a new waterworks plant next to the Plowedge River and encourage citizens to use less water.
Fascinating.
Okay. And here's where we just were in the other save game. Alright. And this is everybody's favorite part of the level here. We're bypassing that office because it's locked, like the storage room here is. And we're going to go in here and discover water and electricity mixing poorly. So we're going to have to build a box for it here. And past this dynamite room. Oh dear. Where there's sparks. Okay, that worked out as well as I expected that would. That, not so much. Okay. And then we can hit this breaker here, and that shuts off the water, the electricity into the water. I need a fuse in the dynamite storage room. We go around the corner here. Need a fuse for storage. And then they hid a fuse, sneakily, up here. Teddy bear, again. This one's going to go into small office, which just leaves room C5. Alright. Climb back up here onto the box fort. And now we can open the doors as we walk past. We'll come back to that dynamite storage room because it's flooded. We have to keep the water out of it. Or I have to turn the
That's 6
electricity off
packs of camera batteries.
before we can go there. One more fuse. This will open up C5 for us. Now this small office down here is open. Tunnel report A32. First of all, the new tunnel excavation site is putting the old tunnel in danger of collapsing. Explosions have already caused several fractures on the walls and ceiling. One maintenance tunnel has completely collapsed because a new tunnel is being built to replace some part of the area where the old maintenance tunnel was. After the new owner stepped in, Jeff Walter, the tunnel construction has almost stopped, and several workers have been moved to other projects. There have been numerous complaints about the working conditions, and the probability of a strike is high. We don't have a lot of money left because some of it has been allocated to other projects. The whole tunnel construction is in danger of cancellation. The new hydroelectric power plant construction is also close to termination. They were demanding answers, so yesterday Alex Hartman came for a visit. We explained to him that we were having some technical issues with the tunnel construction. We need some advice on how to proceed with the tunnel project. Because Sander Berg, was the genius behind the tunnel construction, and he's disappeared. Okay. So we have our last fuse. And we're going to go this direction here. And put the fuse in there. And cut power. Because I need in his dynamite storage room. Because first of all, oh dear. Gate key. This is not the way to store dynamite, folks. Source physics. Gotta love it.
Three packs left.
Now we can turn the power back on and get all the way around there. Now that room C5 is open. I don't think I showed that this was room C5, but whatever. Yep, this is room C5. Pop the door open. Return from whence we came. All right. "42 minutes, not bad." Now, what we see here is there's another place to climb, like where you found that other fuse. You have to duck. And this will take us over here. You can still see the water. There's the dry land. There's the gate at the end of the hallway. And we can drop over that. But the key we found in the dynamite storage room also will open that gate for us. So you have the choice, if you can't find enough fuses to do all of it, and you do C5 instead of the dynamite room, then you can proceed. If you do the dynamite room, then you get the extra photograph, and you're able to proceed. Come in here.
5 packs of batteries left.
Take a picture there. May have missed one of the electric water. I'm not sure I care at this point. Welcome to Stahlberg Steel.
That's 6 packs of camera batteries.
The Tunnel of Water Trees by Sylvia H. Raven. Raven might be something important later on. Don't know. Welcome to Stahlberg Steel. NLW. Other random graffiti. And we continue, and I believe this is the end of the level. Alright, next time, back to the regularly scheduled recordings as we pick up with Chapter 4, Map 1. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.